What's up, guys? We're back here again. We're doing a little pregame show action today. Didn't do the first two, but we decided let's hop back on here and do some
A lot of things need to be
pregame
talked
action.
about.
Yes, the Phillies are falling apart. All of Philadelphia is falling apart. It's all over. The sky is falling.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let's talk about that first. First two games rough. 27 run in the first two games they gave up.
Yeah, not fun.
It just killed any sense of hope that I had.
I think a lot of it does come from the fact that what we're watching right now, obviously, it's not fun. Getting the shit beat out of us is not fun. So what we've seen, though, is I think a lot of people came with this expectation that we were going to hit the ground running like we were in the postseason. So the last thing we remember was the postseason run. And for a lot of people, like especially our age, this was the first time in the entire lives that the Phillies were good and they went to the World Series. We were like small children the last time they did something like this. Yeah. So I think a lot of people came in and expected us to hit the ground running, kind of, and they're a little disappointed with it. And obviously, either way, we should be disappointed. It's not a fun start. But I don't think people accounted for what you see out of teams in October isn't what you're going to see out of teams in March, April, May, June. We saw that last year, the prime example.
Yeah.
I tweeted out multiple times. I've talked about it on shows multiple times how I think the Phillies have a better chance of making it back to the World Series than winning the division. It's just the way I see it. And I think that's being shown. And I think, I think the Rangers are a sneaky good team. I was decently high on them to start the season, not too terribly high. I thought they could compete for a playoff spot. I think the Phillies are obviously, this is also the first time in a lot of these guys' career that they played that deep into a season. But nobody on our team that was in the World Series had ever played in the World Series. I think JT Realmuto was the only person, and Bryce Harper, the only people that have ever played in the postseason. So
Schwarber won a World Series.
Schwarber's the only person. And Trey Turner. Okay. Yeah. So, but I'm talking about the pitching mainly because that's where we're having the issue. The bats are perfectly fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I think we probably would have put up more than 3 runs yesterday if we didn't look like if our pitching didn't fall apart so early.
Mm-hmm. But when they gave up that 3-run home run, that killed him.
The second one, I think. Yeah, the first one too. The first one killed him, but the second one really just.
Yeah, it's like
it obviously got ugly and it's disappointing, but I don't think this is going to be the tail of the season. I don't think we're gonna kind of completely drop expectations and end up sucking. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think you could tell a little bit with the pitch clock. And they need to adjust to it. They need to, but no way it's affecting them. JT Realmuto even said he was gassed from playing because it's just so much faster. So I think just time and adjustment. We're also missing our leader. We're missing Bryce Harper, the leader of this team. When they're down in the dumps, who gets the big hit? Bryce Harper. Trey Turner tried to yesterday. I think we're seeing a lot of good offensive flashes. But pitching,
the offense doesn't worry me one bit. The offense doesn't worry me. Yeah, they only scored 3 runs yesterday, but I mean, by the time they knew, like, it was like the 6th inning, and if they really wanted to, they could have put up some more runs. But it's like at that point, why?
Yeah.
And I'm definitely really, really worried about this pitching staff.
Mm-hmm. Get it.
And I mean, Wheeler's Wheeler's not old yet, but he's getting there. He's had a lot of innings these last couple of years. Yeah. Pitched until November last year. Like, it's gonna take a while. Plus, you put in this pitch clock stuff. Like, Wheeler worries me. The fact he was only hitting 96, 97 at most. That's worrisome to me.
Here's how I look at it. Honestly, at this point in the season, it's more embarrassing to lose the way we did. But as just looking at it as an honest fan, I would have rather lose the way we did those 2 games than if we lost 4-3 both games. Because because it took a 9-run inning and a 16-run game. The Phillies are not going to let that happen on a nightly basis. That is not.
If they do, I'm going to be on here bitching a whole lot.
Yeah, if they do, then the season will be over by Memorial Day. But I think we're gonna have some struggles early in the season. I know Phil Stifle, he said it best on Twitter. He's like, I expect this team to win about 87 games. That's a little bit over 500. That's a playoff team, but that's not a dominant regular season team. The Phillies are not a team that are built to dominate for 6 months over a 162 game season. They're a
Well,
team
that's without Harper and Hoskins. Yes, you have Hoskins and Harper in there. They're winning 100 games. But this team right now maybe tops out at 90 wins. But all you got to do is get there at this point. Get Harper healthy. If I'm the Phils, I'm not rushing Harper one bit.
No.
The Phillies will be above 500. They're going to be fine.
Yeah, they're going to
the playoffs.
It sucks. It's embarrassing. It doesn't feel good to see what we just witnessed, but I'm not worried about this team whatsoever. I feel pretty confident heading into tonight. It's part of baseball too. You're gonna have some ugly losses. We see it all the time. I mean, last year the Dodgers were the best team in baseball for the regular season, at least. Got swept by the Pirates and lost a game to them by 9 runs. Pirates were one of the worst teams in baseball. So stuff like this happens. It's just it's fresh off of the World Series run. We came with these super high expectations. We thought we were going to hit the ground running and dominate from day one. And that's just not the case. I think it's more a wake-up call for most fans, including us. Like, as much as I was like, oh, we're not going to win the division, whatever, at the same time, there's still a part of me that, like, this team could dominate from day one. And they probably could still start dominating, but it's not going to be smooth sailing this, especially through the spring. Maybe by the dog days of summer, we'll hit a stride like we did last year. As the weather gets warmer, as we're back at home, the lineup starts to get healthy. Once we get Harper back, we'll start to hit a stride. We're going to go at some point this summer. You're going to see the Phillies go on a dominant run where they win like 11 in a row again.
They haven't won a game. They haven't won a game against the Rangers since 2014.
Well, that ends tonight. They also now this is also the first year that you're playing everybody.
That's true. It's still
like the Rangers every year. It's not like they've been losing. It's not like they've been losing the Rangers every year for 9 years.
It's true.
But yeah, they struggled against the Rangers. So there's just some teams that you struggle. Like, I'm not worried about it, man. I'm not worried. I mean, the Astros just dropped the series of the White Sox. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
The White Sox won today. So if the Phillies go out there, and at the end of the day, like I say, losing a 1-run game and losing a 13-run game, it does the exact same thing to your record. So if we go out there and we win today, we're 1-2. We lost the series. Oh well. Let's get back on our horse. Let's go try to take down the Yankees and the Bronx. To be honest, by the time we get to Cincinnati, this Phillies team will probably be 2-4. And everyone will be all annoyed, and it's going to suck, and it's not going to be fun. We're not going to be happy about it. But we're going to come back to Citizens Bank Park, and, that's where our guys play the best.
Yep. All right. Well, speaking of tonight, let's get the lineup up here. Your guy, Trey Turner, batting first. The top of the lineup, kind of the same a little bit.
Yeah.
Got Turner batting first, Schwarber DHing, JT catching, Castellanos in the 4-hole tonight, Bohm in the 5-hole. I like him moving up a little bit.
He's playing first.
But then he's playing first tonight, yes.
Yeah.
But the bottom of the lineup, to me, kind of just falls off. You got Harrison, Sosa. We'll see what Sosa is. He was really hot in spring training, but if he was the Sosa of last year, this bottom half of the lineup is going to be bad, like really bad. You got Sosa at third, Stott at second, and Pache, the new acquiree in center field tonight.
Yo, that's funny.
I get it. I get there's a lefty on the mound. I do. But at some point, you got to see if Marsh can play every day. And you got to see if Hall can be the everyday first baseman.
Yeah. So listen. First off, Christian Pache. You remember last year when we went to the Phillies A's game right before the season, like when the season first started?
Yeah.
You remember how I sat there the entire time trying to troll Pache?
Was it Pache there, or was it? Yeah, it was Pache.
It was Pache. Yes, because I remember when he got traded here. That was hilarious. But no, looking at this lineup, I like the lineup construction. I like, obviously the bats. We're not winning games. Right now we gotta figure something out. And also, this is the time where you want to test out guys like Josh Harrison, Christian Pache, and Mondo Sosa to see what you're gonna be able to get out of them. I like Bohm at first. I don't really like. I don't. You know how I feel. Why would you move him from third? He's just got
let him figure out third base first.
Exactly. He just got comfortable. So
yeah.
So I don't really like that. But I mean, I get you kind of had to find a way to fit Sosa in, and Bohm hit very well the first game. But I mean, I like it. I like, this is the time you're going to figure things out. This is where you're going to want to figure things out. This is where you're able to drop games and get away with it. You can't do that in August. You can't do that in late July. You got to start. That's when you got to start consistently winning ball games. So right now, up until like Memorial Day, mid to the middle of June, you got to start. This is when you want to iron things out, figure out what you got with certain guys, and so overall, I don't mind it. I'm interested to see how things go. But I don't really like Bohm at first. That'd be the one thing if I had a complaint. I really like seeing what you got out of Pache. Obviously, you got to determine who's going to be the starting outfielder while Bryce Harper's hurt. Is it going to be Pache or is it going to be Jake Cave?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm hoping Pache gets his swing down.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy was a top 15 prospect in all of baseball. Everybody talks about how great it was when we got Brandon Marsh. We gave up a top prospect for Brandon Marsh. We gave up nothing for Pache.
Yeah.
Yes, I get the bat has never been there, but his glove is just as good as Brandon Marsh, if not better, in center field.
And it gives them a little bit of youth. We got rid of Matt Vierling for Gregory Soto. I still like the trade for Gregory Soto. I know his debut was terrible, but
trash. Garbage ass trade. I don't know why you would ever trade Matt Vierling. He went 4 for 4 today.
No, he didn't.
Don't check the scoreboard. He went 4 for 4 today.
I watched that whole game. They had 2 hits, and neither of them were Matt Vierling. Matt Vierling dropped the fly ball. He didn't.
I think you watched the wrong game.
He booted one. He booted one.
Nope.
He allowed it.
Watched the wrong game. He went 4 for 4, hit 4 home runs.
But no, overall, Christian Pache, it gives the Phillies a little bit of youth. Castellanos and Schwarber aren't going to be here forever. And we don't want
to. They can't field forever. That's for damn sure.
That's for sure.
They may be able to hit, but they can't field.
That might be here for a very long time.
Yeah.
But Castellanos, I really don't see Castellanos being here more than 3 years.
I would like to see them play him at first base.
No.
See if he can play first.
No, he never played first.
He hasn't. But what if he can?
Well, what if I could play first? What the hell?
No, but this is when you can try those things.
You're right.
Try him at first base. Because listen, Hoskins isn't going to be here after this. He's gone. They maybe get him on a prove-it deal this year, but first base, what are you doing there?
Cahtah, this is something I talked about. One of the downfalls of trading Logan O'Hoppe, you could have tried JT at first. And I know he's the best defensive catcher in baseball, but you could have get the guy some rest on his knees, especially at this point. Why don't you try JT at first? Because at some point he's not going to be able to catch every day. He's getting old.
They could really use another right-handed bat in this lineup too.
And
you get a guy like O'Hoppe who can hit.
But there's no point calling on the past. Right now, I like what they're doing with Pache. They've seen what they have with him because it's, who knows what's going to happen. If Castellanos continues to struggle again this season, which he's having
not right now.
Not right now.
He's got like a 400 average right now.
Still can't hit that outside slider. Still can't chase it at every outside slider. But if every other pitch you're hitting doubles and getting on base, cool with me. Castellanos, great start to the season. Keep it up. But let's look at it just now you're going to know what you have with guys like Pache. You're learning what you have with Brandon Marsh. It's just great to have depth, and this is the time to try it out. I like what they're doing here. A little questionable with Bohm at first, but we'll see what happens tonight because maybe Bohm balls out at first, and then we put Sosa at third or whatever.
Yeah. Well, and if Sosa can hit, I think that pretty much gives Bohm the first base job. Because Sosa's a better third baseman than Bohm.
Yes, but if Bohm struggles at first,
it's true.
Then you're not taking Bohm out of the lineup. Bohm's he's one of your cornerstone future pieces.
And Bohm hasn't really had problems with picking the ball at third, and I think it translates pretty well to first base that way. The arm is what worries me with Bohm, and you don't really have to throw too much at first.
No, you don't. And if he does, not enough to where you should be concerned. We'll see what we get with Bohm at first, but it's very interesting, and I'm excited to see what we have. I push Alec Bohm propaganda on a daily basis.
Oh yeah, so do I.
That's my thing, Alec Bohm propaganda.
We're the Bohmer boners.
Yes. So I'm excited to see what we got with him at first. Other than that, Stott, some struggles at the plate with Stott.
He's got to learn that to either lay off that high fastball or be able to hit that high fastball.
He's got to learn that, and he's also, Stott. The one thing is he is the definition of an auto take on the first pitch. Have you ever seen him swing out a first pitch ever, like once?
Yeah, well, in Reading I did. First pitch he saw in Reading, he smoked over the left field wall.
Yeah.
Opposite field.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that I know. But I mean, in the MLB, like he doesn't
Not really. He likes to work counts, which isn't that bad. It's just you gotta when that fastball's there right over the middle, you gotta hit it.
Exactly. That's the thing. So he's got to. If you're gonna sit there and take the first pitch when they do give you a high fastball, what's the point? What's the point of getting the 1-0 count if you're not going to hit the fastball?
Yeah.
There's not a point to it. So you either got to start being more aggressive on the first pitch or you got to hit that. And he's young. Like, he's very young. He's one of those guys that I'm willing to give, again, time to, establish his game. And he really stepped up late in the season last year. So, again.
I think part of your problem you see with the Phillies right now, too, is they are in a window here where they have a couple older guys with Schwarber and Castellanos and Real Muto, where it's like these guys got to kind of figure it out a little bit quicker than – a few years ago, you give this guy some leash.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm all for Stott figuring out. I'm just, how long do you give him? If he can't hit this year, how long do you give him? He's a great fielder, but he's a second baseman. They're replaceable.
Yeah, we'll see. But the thing with Stott is at some point he's going to move to short and Turner's going to second.
Eventually, yeah.
At some point, because Turner's going to get old at some point, and he's still going to be great. He's still going to have a great bat. He's going to be a little bit slower, but he's still going to be pretty fast.
Who's a terrible fielder? Stott? Are you drunk? Get the fuck out of here. You think Stott's a terrible fielder? Get the fuck out of here.
That's probably what gets Stott to the MLB is how good of a fielder he is.
Yeah.
He's not a guy you have on your team. You have him in there because he's a great fielder who has a solid
If he couldn't field, he wouldn't be. He can hit, but he can't field. It's the complete opposite.
Yeah. He couldn't hit last year. That was the issue. But once Didi stopped hitting last year, he basically started every day.
Well, I think him playing every day is going to help, and them playing him against lefties every day is going to help. I'm glad they're leaving him in there against lefties and not putting Josh Harrison at second base and figuring out let him play every day. He is such a talented guy. We've seen him be able to hit.
The one thing that really impressed me with the way they constructed this roster is you don't have a ton of backups, but you have 3 backups that can play a wide array of positions. You can put Josh Harrison anywhere in the outfield, and you can put him at second and third. Sosa can play anywhere in the infield other than first, and even maybe a little bit of right field.
He played some center in.
Yeah, but I think you can play right. But he's got the arm to play right.
I think he's probably better than the left if you put him anywhere.
Yeah,
Right's harder to play than left.
I don't see him playing the outfield much, and then you got Christian Pache who can play all 3 positions in the outfield. So
I'm really excited for Pache. If he can hit,
you got a lot. This team is constructed very well long term. I think they're running into some issues pitching wise now, but listen, we've lived through the Phillies. We saw what we did with the way the pitching turned around as the season went on last year. Pitching struggled early in the year last year.
Yeah.
So did the bats, and that's why we're losing games because both of them were struggling. But
I think right-handed bat is definitely a need from this team.
Yeah, which is funny because last year we needed a right-handed bat too.
Yeah, we definitely need a right-handed bat. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. We need a right-handed bat. So what do you think happens? Let's say Bohm can't really. Bohm doesn't become an everyday first baseman. Do you think that's what they target?
Yeah, I think CJ Cron's a target.
I could see.
I think CJ Cron or Christian Walker make a lot of sense for this team.
I could see it. I definitely could because those are 2 teams. Walker, I feel like we have a little bit less of a chance at just because the Diamondbacks are in a better position to win long term than the Rockies, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but I think Cron's more realistic, and if you put Cron at Citizens Bank Park. You see what CJ Cron does at Coors Field. Put him at CBP. Woo-hoo!
Yeah, well, him and Christian Walker, they're pretty similar, and I'm partial to Christian Walker because he went to the same baseball academy I went to as a kid. But either of them would be great players. The thing with Christian Walker though is he's He's a Gold Glove defender too.
That's true. That's true.
Will help out Alec Boehm extremely.
You're not looking. I know, like we're not really looking for a defender. We're looking for a bat. I feel like CJ Cron has a little bit. That helps. No, it does, but I think CJ Cron has a little bit better bat.
They're similar.
But yeah, no. But overall, I'm excited for tonight. I like the matchups. I really do think we're gonna be able to win tonight. I think barely falter. I mean, we just gotta throw strikes, man. We just gotta throw strikes that aren't cookies.
This is what I want out of Falter, and I'm not asking for a bunch. I want 5 innings, 3 or 4 runs. Get out of that 5th inning. That's all I ask. Get out of that 5th inning.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And I think, and I know we talked about Gregory Soto a bit. That was the one thing I will question about Rob Thompson. I'm not questioning him. More, I want to just. I was a little like, what are you doing there, Robbie? His at least in game 1, the way he brought out his bullpen, the way he, it just was a little odd. Like,
bro, it feels like Girardi's back out there.
I don't think his bullpen decisions were as bad yesterday.
Well, I don't like them putting Alvarado in low leverage situations like that.
I think that was more of an
arm. Just not used Alvarado.
Yeah, I think that was more just because they didn't want to throw anybody back to back. They didn't want to
get a fucking head beaten.
Yeah, I think they were just kind of trying to save some. They were trying to conserve themselves a bit. But yeah, I'm not concerned about bullpen decisions in a 16-3 game.
Yeah, no. At this point,
I'm concerned about bullpen decisions in an 11-7, a close 11-7 game. That's where I got.
If it's 7-6 and you're bringing in Connor Brogdon in the 9th, I'm going to question it.
Yeah, but I don't think the Soto one was weird because Soto, why he's not a middle reliever? You didn't bring him in here to be a middle reliever.
Yeah, why was it not Nick Nelson or
Brogdon?
Yeah,
that was Brogdon.
Nick Nelson still on the team? I don't even know if Nick Nelson's still on the team.
You know who I was impressed with though? Vasquez. I was actually Andrew Vasquez threw some good stuff.
Yeah, he's like side armor, right?
Yeah, Matt Stromlook is pretty solid. I like that. I like that pickup.
Yeah, I think they need another really good righty. Because Sir Anthony's really good, but like, what else do you have righty wise? It's like
that's true.
Well, they got Kimbrel. I guess we haven't really seen Kimbrel too much yet. Yeah.
We haven't. That's another thing. We got to see the bull. We got to I know we're like questioning.
Got to give him a fair chance.
We're only at a 2-game sample size. Baseball's not like basketball or football where 2 games you can see plenty.
The season's over. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to see truly how this team functions. Who we like, where, what we need for like a month at least. Like the end of April, then you'll start to, things will start to form a little bit. And by Memorial Day,
they haven't played in the best stadium in all of baseball yet.
Yes, that too. They have not played there. That is what I'm excited for.
Yes.
That is going to be amazing.
I'm excited.
So you want to make a little same gamer for tonight?
Let's do it. Let's go for it.
All right. Make sure everybody who's listening, make sure you download Fliff. Links in either of our bios. That's what we're gonna make it on. Good old Fliff.
Yes,
so we'll go over here. I'm trying to there's no way I can set this up to the screen.
So just saying right now, Schwarber's been 0-4 his first 2 games this year.
What?
He's getting a hit tonight. He's got to get a hit tonight.
Schwarber hit? Schwarber's due.
Schwarber's getting
Schwarber's due.
I'm not going home run. I'm going hit.
No, just a hit. So we'll do Schwarber hit.
I think Turner hit is like always a good bet.
But here's the thing. Flip doesn't let you do some cheap alternate spreads and stuff. You got to be straight up here. You got to be a big dog to go to last on Flip. So you get a set line. It's 1.5 hits for Trey Turner.
I'm not going over or under on that. I'm not taking that one.
But where is it?
Is there bases on there?
Trey Turner over 1.5 bases. So he could get a double. He could get 2 singles. I like that.
Or he could walk.
No, Can't do walks. Can't do walks for bases and a half.
No, that doesn't count for that?
No, bases don't. Total bases has to be off a hit. It has to be off your hit.
Is that a flip thing?
No, that's a general thing. That's just a general betting thing.
Really? Because I hit mine the other day off a Brad Miller walk.
Brad Miller hit a home run.
He hit a home run too?
Yeah, he had a home run in that game.
Fuck. All right. A base and a half. Go for it. Go for it.
Go over 1.5 bases. Strikeouts. Bailey Falter 4.5. Martin Perez 4.5.
I don't like either of those.
Like either of them.
I don't like either of them.
Perez
probably will, but I don't. If they hit him around, if the Phillies bats somehow like come alive, he'll be out by the second inning, and I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you know what else we could just do? Phillies money or Phillies plus 1.5. Nah, fuck it. The Phillies are winning. We're doing Phillies money line.
If you want to go with that, sure.
So that leaves us with it's plus 360 odds. Schwarber, 1 hit. Trey Turner, over 1.5 total bases, and the Phillies money line.
We need one more.
One more leg? Oh, jeez.
One more leg. You got to get that at least plus 4 something. What are the Rangers hitters?
We're not doing Rangers. We're only doing Phillies, bro.
You're only doing Phillies?
Bailey Falter over 4.5 hits.
Oh, absolutely. Smash that.
Over?
Over. Way over.
Plus 760.
Yep, perfect.
All right.
That's the type of we go big money lines here.
And there we go, baby. So it's hit. Bailey Falter over 4.5 hits. Phillies money line. Trey Turner over 1.5 bases. And Kyle Schwarber over 1 hit, over a half a hit.
And we'll get that up on the chalkboard for you guys too. If you guys
it's gonna literally go in right now to the chalkboard.
Bet. And then I'll have somebody make a graphic for that. We'll post that later. Well, guess we're getting swept. Bailey Falter night, baby. Yes, sir, depressed Phillies fan. I don't know. I have no faith in Bailey Falter.
I have faith in the team. I have faith in Bailey Falter. I do have faith in Bailey Falter to a point.
I don't know. I still don't see him as a major league pitcher. He's a number 3 starter right now.
Sorry, I'm posting this in the chalkboard as we speak.
There we go. Let's see. Hitter. All right. Player of the game. Phillies win this game. Who do you think is going to win it?
I think it's going to be Trey Turner, man. I think Trey Turner's, he's the star of this team right now with Bryce Harper out. I think he steps up big tonight, helps the Phillies get their first win of the season, and we move to 1-2 on the season behind Trey Turner having a big night.
You know what I'm going with? Christian Pache, baby. He's going to go 1 for 4 with 2 stolen bases.
Ooh, Christian Pache.
Yeah. He's going to go 1 for 4 with 2 stolen bases. Book it right now.
Interesting. That's interesting, man.
But those 2 stolen bases are going to win them the game.
Hey, man, I'm cool with it. Christian Pache, 2 stolen bases.
He's fast.
He's got speed, but is he going to get on? That's the question.
Yes, sir. All right,
he's hitting a homer tonight. I'm feeling a shore bomb, man. I'm feeling a shore bomb tonight. I'm about to throw something down on a little shore bomb action. He's due, man. He's so due for a big one.
He is. I feel like the WBC fucked him up. He just looks lost out there. Because his role with the WBC was to hit a home run.
Yeah.
Now he's got to kind of get on base again.
Yeah, but he's hitting a home run today. Kyle Schwarber.
All right. Go for it. All right. Well, I think that about does it for this episode. What's your final score? What do we got?
Phillies are going to win tonight 9-6. And I think they're going to win. I think Bailey Falter is going to pick up the win. And Sir Anthony Dominguez is going to get the save.
The Phillies did a lot better when I bet against them. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I got the Rangers winning 6-4.
Fair.
And I got Brad Miller. I got Brad Miller with 3-run home run, fucking us over again.
Bamboo Brad, we should never got rid of him.
The problem is he wouldn't fit here either. If he was a righty, be like, all right, bet.
Oh my god, dude, he would not. No, he would not fit here at all.
No. All right, well, that about does it for pregame. I'll probably do a little something post game. I may stream. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling in about an hour and a half.
I'll be doing a whole series recap tomorrow, so make sure you guys tune into that.
All right.
Let's go fight, baby.
Make sure you follow Cole on TikTok. If you do, you can win a free jersey if he gets to 1,500 followers by national championship.
Yep. By tomorrow night, 1,500 followers. We're at just short of 1,400, so just a little bit. If you can't make it happen, then no one deserves a jersey. I'll take the jersey. How about that? I'll buy myself a jersey if I don't get it.
Yeah, he's gonna buy himself a Caleb Love jersey.
No, not a Caleb Love jersey. He's leaving.
No.
If he doesn't, well, I already have a Turner, a Stott, and a Harper coming in. I'll get an Alec Boehm jersey. If I don't hit 1,500 by the national championship tomorrow, I'm getting an Alec Boehm jersey.
Imagine not having an Alec Boehm jersey from his rookie year.
Sorry, I don't.
Fake fan.
Oh, okay. You know whose jersey? You know whose shirt jerseys I have? Jake Arrieta and Vincent Velasquez. Tell me I'm a fake fan now. I watched those.
I had a Vinny Velo one. What a fucking Placido Polanco jersey at one point.
Placido Polanco, at least we went to a World Series with.
Did we?
Yeah, he was on the 09 team because Pedro Feliz left after 08.
You're right.
It's funny. And that's when he played third base. He played second for us his first time around.
Yeah. I just remember how big his fucking head was.
Yeah, he had a dome piece. He was good, dude.
All right. That'll do it for us tonight. We're just rambling